this is round 1 of the past FNM. I'm Chris McKinney, and I'll be trying my best to commentate on this. On the left, we have Brandon Lough playing Red-Green Dragons, which I'm assuming is a Red-Green Monsters deck trying to accelerate into Dragons, which would be the Stormbreath Dragons from Theros. And then on the right, we have Malachi playing Black-Green Salvagable, which to me just makes me think that he's pulling stuff out of the graveyard to make creatures bigger, of course. And Bilo rolls a 9 with the pink dice. Let's see what Malachi rolls. I have no idea. It goes off the screen. And they're cutting their decks. I'll try to figure out who's going first here. Reroll. And Bilo rolls Snake Eyes. And Malachi, of course, beats him. So I guess they tied on the first roll and went off the screen. Let's see if these guys want to keep their 7 or they're going to have to mulligan here. Malachi sporting the Swamp, Magic the Gathering sleeves, and Bilo just plain black sleeves. Bilo's hand was completely land, so he's going to shove that right back into the deck and try to draw a new 6. Hopefully get something he likes. I think Malachi said he was keeping. I can't really tell though because I can't hear much. Let's see here, and no, he's actually going to go to 6 also. So they're going to shuffle up and go to 6. I'm not quite sure what Malachi's deck's all about because since Theros had just come out, decks are new. People are brainstorming, brewing different things. So this is definitely not a deck I've seen on SCG yet, but nevertheless it could be good. We see a green spider at the bottom. Brought to us by Powerade, I guess is what Brandon said there. Powerade, supporting 4 Horsemen since 1962. And Brandon cuts his deck. And let's get started here, and hopefully they can both keep 6. And it looks like they're both good, with Malachi playing a Swamp straight into a Slitherhead. Slitherhead being the 1-drop, 1/1 that can salvage for 0. Scavenge, I mean. So we go into there, he swings in for 1 with a Slitherhead and plays another Slitherhead. Bilo down to 19, plays a Mountain, and drops a Scavenging Goose. Passes the turn. Malachi draws, wasn't sure what he drew there. Is missing a land for the turn, maybe? I didn't see him drop another Swamp. He did not. Swamp or Forest. So he swings in with the Slitherheads. Bilo, of course, is going to block 1, I'm pretty sure. And since Bilo doesn't have another forest open, he's just going to be able to scavenge that onto the Slitherhead, I think is what it's called, Slitherhead, to make it a 2/2. Bilo plays a Mountain, and plays a Domri. Yeah, Domri Rade. See what he does with the Domri. He's not going to fight it, I don't think, because he'd just lose a Scavenging Goose, so he's definitely going to put it up to 4 and check the top card of his deck. It was not a monster, sadly, for Bilo, and he swings in for 2, knocking Malachi down to 18. So let's see what Malachi's. Hopefully he can hit his land drop here. He does. It's another Swamp. And he's trying to think of what he wants to do now with this 2/2 Slitherhead, I think is what it's called. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. He is just checking to see exactly what Domri does, asking Bilo what its ultimate is. And he goes and swings in. I'm assuming he's swinging at the Domri. Yep, taking it down to 2. Actually, no, he's swinging straight at Brandon. So it takes Brandon down to 16? Yeah, 16. So Brandon draws. And he's going to play a land for turn. Probably tick up his Domri. Yep. And he's going to look at the top card of his deck, see what he finds. And it's a Gorkland Rampager. So he adds that to his hand. Can't really tell you what exactly is in his hand. He swings in with the Scavenging Goose, coming at Malachi for 2, taking him down to 16 all, and plays the Gorkland Rampager from his hand. Passes turn. Malachi draws a Grizzly Salvage, but sadly there is no green mana on Malachi's side. He is forced to pass the turn back. Malachi's falling behind on the board pretty bad here. Brandon with a Mountain. He's going to go ahead and play a creature before using Domri, and he plays a Mistcutter Hydra. Probably going to fight the Slitherhead with one of the 2. Gorkland or... No, he's going to go straight into fight. Straight into combat phase, I mean. He just goes straight into combat phase. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just not seeing something here. And he trades with the Slitherhead with the Scavenging Ooze and takes 8. But I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, he just wanted to take him up maybe. Yeah, look for more creatures. Didn't find anything on top. And he passed the turn. I guess Brandon was okay because he was so far ahead on the board to go ahead and let his Scavenging Ooze die. And Malachi sadly was mana locked and couldn't go anywhere with that. So that was kind of bad for Malachi. You know, he got a little mana screwed. Even if he was only playing 2, it's kind of bad for that. But while I have a break in the action, I was wanting to go ahead and check out this commercial, which will be for the 4 Horsemen Game Day Theros. It's October 19th to the 20th, this coming weekend. It's 20 heads. They're all bald. That's right. Ron Davis playing Magic the Gathering as the Hydra. The few select people that get to battle him with the Hydra deck, Ron Davis will battle against you for, I guess, bald power. Just come out, play some Magic, win some prizes. That's at 4 Horsemen Comics and Gaming. And play Ron Davis. Yeah. So, Brandon, Lough, and Malachi have sideboarded. And now they're shuffling up to draw their next 7. Sadly, we didn't get to see much of Malachi's deck because he just got land. He didn't draw a forest or anything, so we couldn't see as a green part of his deck. Hopefully this time he can get some green and everything will work out for him. Malachi, I'm assuming, is going to be able to play. Looking at their 7, and Malachi's in the back. That's rough. Rough start for Malachi after getting landlocked in Game 1. Brandon enjoys his 7, and enjoys some more of his blue Power Raid that sponsors us. Thank you, Power Raid. So, not much of a match there because of the land screw. Hopefully we can see more of his deck here with Malachi. And he goes to 6, looks at a 6. And he's going to keep. Plays a swamp, passes turn. Brandon draws. Plays a Temple of Abandon, scry 1. And Brandon doesn't like what he finds on top. Puts it on the bottom, passes turn. Malachi plays a swamp and passes. Still no green yet from Malachi. And Brandon Lough plays a Satyr. The new Satyr from Theros, which can accelerate you 2 mana ahead. Malachi plays another swamp, no green, but plays a Slitherhead. Has something on the board at least. Lough plays a forest, and let's see what he's going to do here. He chooses to mana accelerate into 5 total mana right now, into a dragon, a Stormbreath Dragon on turn 3. That's extremely strong. Coming in for 4. Malachi can't do anything about it. Goes down to 16. Lough passes turn. It's Malachi. Malachi looks at his hand. See a Night Howler, I do believe, in his hand. A Whip of Erebos. Not quite sure what the other cards are, but it seems like he really is desperately in need of some sort of mana, especially green. So he's going to play the Night Howler. He's not going to be able to bestow it because he doesn't have the mana for the bestow cost. He's going to swing in for 1 with the Slitherhead. Brandon's just going to take that and go to 19. Draw. Go up to 4 mana. He's going to swing in for 4. And Malachi. And he's going to play an Ember Swallower. So I'm really not sure. And it looked like Malachi drew a Lawless Troll, which is really rough for him. He needs a green. He has to pass the turn. So unless he can find... Oh man, Brandon Lough drops another dragon. Swinging in with a 4/5 and 2 4/4s in the air. He blocks the Slitherhead on the Ember Swallower, but then takes 8. Malachi is in big trouble here. I'm not even sure what he could draw to save him. And he draws another Night Howler, plays it. And then I believe that's over. Lough can just swing for 8 in the air, and yes, that's it. So round 1, game 1 goes to Brandon Lough with red-green dragons. Sadly, Malachi's deck just didn't get to perform due to the fact that he got mana screwed. I mean, that happens. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys watch the next couple videos. Thanks.